everyone, welcome to the YouTube channel which is for medical and engineering. Today in this video we will discuss the equilibrium of a rigid body. So let's first see what the term equilibrium means. Equilibrium is a state of body where neither the internal energy nor the motion of the body changes with respect to time. A simple mechanical body is known to be in a state of equilibrium when it experiences neither the linear acceleration nor the angular acceleration. Unless it is disturbed by an external force, it will continue in that particular condition indefinitely. So, a rigid body will be in equilibrium if these two conditions are met. First, the vector sum of the forces acting on the body must be 0, and the second, the net torque acting on the body must be 0. Let's see what these two conditions mean. First condition says that the vector sum of the forces acting on the body must be 0. Now in this figure, here two objects are at equilibrium because the forces that act upon them are balanced, or in other words we can say that the resultant force on each object is 0. Balance is the keyword that is used to describe equilibrium situation. However, the individual forces are not equal to each other. Here you can see that the individual forces are not equal. 50 Newton force is not equal to 30 Newton force. This condition ensures that the linear or translational acceleration is 0. That is, the body is either at rest or moving with uniform linear velocity. Under this condition, the body is said to be in translational equilibrium. The next condition says that the net torque acting on the body must be 0. In this figure, the both forces acting on the same direction. Hence, one force produces clockwise torque and the another force produces anti-clockwise torque, and therefore the net torque is 0. This condition ensures that the angular acceleration is 0. That is, either the body is at rest or it is moving with uniform angular velocity. Under this condition, the body is said to be in rotational equilibrium. Now the next point is types of equilibrium. Equilibrium is classified as dynamic or static equilibrium. The next question that arises is that what is static equilibrium and how it is different from dynamic. So, if the body is in equilibrium state but still continues to move with uniform velocity, it is known as dynamic equilibrium. As you can see in this animation, the ball is in equilibrium but it is moving with linear velocity. So, we can say that that ball is in dynamic equilibrium. On the other hand, if the body is in equilibrium while being at rest, it is termed as static equilibrium. Equilibrium is also classified as stable, unstable and neutral equilibrium. Before going to discuss what all this term means, let's first discuss center of gravity. The center of mass of a body is a point where the mass of the body is supposed to be concentrated, and the center of gravity of a body is a point where whole weight of the body is supposed to act on the body. Now, the gravitational force on a body effectively acts as a single point called the center of gravity of the body. In a uniform gravitational field, the center of gravity is identical to the center of mass, and as I said earlier, equilibrium means balanced state. So, at this point, the body is balanced. So, this is the center of gravity or center of mass of the body. Actually, this is the center of mass of the body, and when uniform gravitational field act on the body, then that center of mass becomes center of gravity. Now, back to the types of equilibrium. Now, first is stable equilibrium. A stable equilibrium is the one in which the body is displaced from its equilibrium position when the force is applied. If the body tends to move back towards its equilibrium position, then it must be in a region of stable equilibrium. And the force that pushed it back is a restoring force. For example, a ball kept at the bottom of a hemisphere. As you can see in this animation, when the force is applied on the ball is moved from its equilibrium position, and after some time it comes back to its equilibrium position. So that type of equilibrium is known as the stable equilibrium. Let's take the another example of a cone. Now here, this is the point of center of gravity and it is nearer to the base. When the cone is given a slight displacement, it is observed that the line which passes from the center of gravity is still passed through the base area as it has a wider base. The center of gravity of the cone is also raised. Now, when the force is withdrawn, the object returns to its original position without toppling. So when this happens, we can say that the body is in stable equilibrium. Now the next one is unstable equilibrium. When an object in equilibrium is displaced and the resulting net force pushes the object even farther away from the equilibrium position, then it must have been in an unstable equilibrium. Consider a ball kept at the top of a slanted surface. If we slide it, the ball tends to roll away from the topmost point, and when the force is withdrawn, the ball will not come back to its original position. So we can say that the ball is in unstable equilibrium. Again, let's take the example of a cone. Here in this figure, the cone has been balanced on its tip. Here the base area of the cone is very small and also the center of gravity is very far from that base area. So when a cone is given a slight displacement, the line which passes from that center of gravity will fall outside the base area, and when the force is withdrawn, the cone will not be able to regain its original position and is thus said to be in an unstable equilibrium. Now the next is neutral equilibrium. A body is in neutral equilibrium if it stays in the displaced position and the center of gravity does not change after it has been displaced slightly. Here in this animation, you can see that when force is applied on the ball is displaced from its equilibrium position and it will remain in its displaced position, and the center of gravity is also not changed. So we can say that the ball is in neutral equilibrium. Now in this figure, the cone has been placed on its side and can therefore roll over. So this is the base area. However, this does not change the position of its center of gravity. Hence, the body is said to be in a state of neutral equilibrium. Let's see the factors that affect in the stability. First, the area of the base. A body with a larger base area will have the line through its center of gravity passing through its base even when tilted through a larger angle. Hence, the larger the base area, the more stable a body is. And the next one is the position of the center of gravity. A body having its center of gravity very low is more stable compared to one with raised center of gravity. The center of gravity of a body can be lowered by making its base heavier. Now the conclusion. First, stability and equilibrium. There is a very thin line between stability and equilibrium. Stability refers to the state of rest of a body, while equilibrium is the state of balance of a body. When a body is in equilibrium, it stays in that position as long as there is no external influence on it. And there are three types of equilibrium: stable, unstable and neutral. Stable means body return back to its equilibrium position after it has been displaced slightly. Unstable means body will not return back to its equilibrium position after it has been displaced slightly. And the neutral means body remains in the displaced position. So this is all about equilibrium of a rigid body. I hope you understood the concept of equilibrium. If you have any question or suggestion, do let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.